ಎಲ್ಲ ಅಲೆಂಗರ ಆಟದ ಸಭಾ ವಿಶ್ವಾಸಗಳಿಗೆ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. His Holiness Gracious Martama Paulos II, His Holiness, my respected friend, spiritual friend, Dalai Lama Ji, Honorable Sri Umar Gandhi, Honorable Sri David Thomas, and all the spiritual leaders, political leaders, and the Lord Saint Thomas who assembled here, my good evening to all of you. Friends, when I see you all, such a great number at one place, I see how you can be called Christians of Saint Thomas. You are all Christians of Saint Thomas because he preached great faith. So I like to congratulate all of you. Today morning, friends, I read in the newspaper a full-page article about the Malankara Orthodox Church, where I especially read the piece message by His Holiness Basilios Martoma Paulos II, where His Holiness concluded, wishing everyone Lord's blessing for the guidance in times of troubles by the pillar of cloud and pillar of fire. After reading these words, a thought occurred to me. Today we need such a pillar of cloud, such pillar of fire to guide the world in peace and prosperity and happiness of the world. Now friends, when I see you all in Kerala, one of the great cities question, I want to share you one experience. In this land, in this Kerala, I want to share an experience 1962. There was a great leader, scientific leader. His name was Professor Vikram Sarabhai. He decided that he needs a place in Kerala near Tirunelveli, where the equatorial system functioning. So he wants to start a space program here. So he went to administrators of Kerala at that time, 1962. They said nothing doing. That land cannot be given because there's a church, there's a bishop house, there is thousands of fishing folks they live there. They cannot be given. You ask another land. Then my professor Sarabhai, he doesn't feel like that. He went to the chief minister. The chief minister said, "Oh, Vikram, you are asking difficult thing. I cannot give you ask anything." But he said, "What suggestion chief minister gave? Only one person who can help you to give this 400 acres of land, the Tumba, is a Reverend Father Peter Pereira. You go to Reverend Father Peter Pereira, he is a bishop of the region. If he agrees to give the land is yours," he said. So, my professor Vikram Sarabhai went to Bishop Saturday evening. That Saturday evening, the bishop house, Vikram Sarabhai went, "Father, I need a land for scientific research and space research. The location is very important for me. Can you give me 400 acres of land? I will ensure in 9 months all the buildings, all the requirements of fishermen, I will establish," he said. And both of them, when he said, Vikram Sarabhai and the other side, Bishop and Vikram Sarabhai, they got a unique quality. They can smile at difficult times. They smile. And Peter Pereira said, Bishop said, "You come to church tomorrow morning at congregation time, you will decide." Sunday morning, Vikram Sarabhai went to the church. That church, there was a congregation was going on. Sunday prayer was going on in the church. After the prayer, my great scientist Vikram Sarabhai was called to the dais. he went to the dice. Now in the dice there were two people, Reverend Father Peter Perera, Bishop of the region, and Vikram Sarabhai. Reverend Father said, Peter Perera said, dear children, he's understood fisherman, dear children, we have a scientist here. He is Vikram Sarabhai. What science does? The mind what I taught, science it has given us. The light what you are seeing, science has given us. The medical hospital equipment, science has given us. The fishing boats, science has contributed in a big way. So children, what I do as a preacher of this church, what I do for you, I pray for you. I pray and for your peace, for your well-being. So church, it gives the peace and happiness to the human being, whereas science gives the material characteristics we provide. So both of us, a scientist and a preacher, both of them do for the human welfare, for the goodness of the human welfare. Oh children, oh assembly here, now can we give the church, can we give the bishop house, can I give your homes, thousands of homes, and do the scientific work? This question he asked. There was a period of silence. Nobody talked for some time. Then all of them got an idea. They said, Amen. Amen, they said, we got the church. The church was given. Nowhere in the world would have happened such event except in India, southern part of India, in Kerala happened. The church today is a very important technology center. Of course, a new houses were built, and new facilities are created, fishermen folk. So friends, I want to say, very important as Reverend Father, as the Reverend Dalai Lama said, we need a combination of economic prosperity and also a spiritual life, spiritual way of life. This is a message I got, I want to share with you, because it happened in Kerala. This great event happened in Kerala, so I want to congratulate all of you, such type of mind you are all having. Friends, I want to tell you one thing. There is a God's command. What is God's command? God says, I read somewhere, I have created a human being. I have created a human being with a brain and thinking faculty. I command, God says, I command all my creation that use your faculty with the reasoning to reach my image, I wish you all the best for you. Friends, I am delighted to participate in the valedictory function of a centenary celebration of the establishment of Catholic Day in the Malankara Orthodox Church. The church traces the origin to Saint Thomas the Apostle, who came to India in 1852. The church established by him is celebrating 1960th anniversary of this year. I congratulate all of you. 11960 years the church was there and contributing. Most importantly, 100 years, certainly are celebrating. This church is said, church which St. Thomas established remained as a strong, important community within Kerala for 19th century, and many people migrated to other parts of India. The church, with the 30 odd dioceses spread throughout the world, in order to pursue the autonomy and set up a sustainable system, the church decided to establish Catholic Day in India in 1912. 1912, they established Catholic Day, the Indian Church. The Indian Church developed in 1912. Indian Church developed 100 years. And no, it is not totally controlled. It is Indian control. So this 100 years, this 100-year celebration, this Catholic Day, what does it mean? The Malankara Catholic Day, what does it mean? It means, just orbits around the sun. One orbit, it takes 1 year. That means the Malankara, the church system, orbited on the sun 100 times. I congratulate all of you. So friends, I want to talk to you. Next 10 minutes. What is the enlightened society? The subject I am going to talk to you is enlightened society. Advances in genetics demonstrating great similarity in the genome of man and animals shows that the human brain perhaps is the cause for all the conflict within and outside. So far, human society, from origin until now, has always been at war, within and outside. So far, human society, from origin until now, has always been at war, within between groups, and led to 2 world wars. Presently, terrorism, low-intensity warfare are affecting many parts of the world. Can you find methods by which we can remove this conflict? Friends, India is a country which has over the years learned to evolve, maintain a unique unity among diversity. It has become an inspirational model and the example to emulate for every region in the world, as His Holiness Dalai Lama said. India supports a social form of economic development and encourages a model of growth equally. We are conscious of the need for growth to respect the environment and make it sustainable for future generations. In this context, I am reminded of the dream of an Indian poet. His name is Kaniyappu Kundranath, who articulated 3,000 years back in Tamil classes. He said, the poet said, which means I am a world citizen. Every citizen I want to be. This feeling, I am sure, can be foundation for the way human thinking on unity of minds. With this spirit of universal brotherhood, I would like to quote to this important gathering their methodology for evolving a happy, prosperous, and peaceful society in our planet, which I call it the evolution of the enlightened society. Now, how do we create such an enlightened society? Which we have, there are 3 components. One is the education value system, which is the Malankara Church will do fantastic education value system. Religion transformed into spirituality. Religion transformed spirituality. Just now I told you an example, how a church can be given to scientific work. Third one, economic development for societal transformation. Let us look at education value system. We have seen that seeds of peace in the world have their origin in righteousness in the heart of every individual. Such a righteous citizen led to the evolution of the enlightened society. The education value system has been so designed that the righteousness in the heart is developed in young minds. That should be the mission of education. The bright learning environment is 5 to 7 years of age. This age remains me. And yet we teach a saying, give me a child for 7 years. Afterwards, no, let God or devil take the child. They cannot change my child. This indicates the power of great teachers and what good teachers can inculcate in the young minds. Parents and teachers must inculcate the moral leadership among the human ones, among the children. It requires everybody to have insight into the uniqueness and universality of the human consciousness. Through education, we the acquisition of enlightened feelings and enlightened powers to understand daily events and to understand the permanent truth like living man, the environment, human and planet. It is essential in the schools and colleges, including our Malankara churches, church colleges and schools. Lectures are given by great teachers of the institution, working for 1 hour on civilization heritage and derived value system. This may be called a moral science class that will educate the young minds to love of the country, to love the humanity and educate them to higher plane. This will ensure embodiment of righteousness in each citizen with total goodness and bold conduct. As we say in our country, will you all of you say what I say? Will you repeat? Will you repeat? All of you? Yes or no? Where you're not getting food, where there is righteousness in the heart, there is beauty in the character. When there is beauty in the character, there is harmony in the home. Harmony in the home. When there is harmony in the home, there is organization. When there is organization, there is peace in the world. These friends, if we have one quality, if we can acquire one quality from parents to education, it is possible to have a beauty in that. It is possible to have harmony in the home. It is possible organization. It is possible to have peace in the world. What is the one quality? What is the one quality? Righteousness in the heart. Righteousness in the heart will lead to the father, mother, in a spiritual environment. Father, mother in a spiritual and good private school teaching. Good private school teaching. These are the three people that give the righteousness and the righteousness of the heart. So friends, I talk to you education direction. Next one, religion platforming spirituality in the universal mind. Friends, is it possible to religion platforming spirituality? It happened. In somewhere last year, 1941, British India, wartime, where I used to see in my home, three people living every Friday. One is Reverend Father Bolan. Reverend Father Bolan is built the first church in Ireland. Second one, Patrick Prasad, the priest and expert of Hinduism, in the temple, Patrick Prasad. My father is one of the last. They are the Imam of the mosque. Imam of the mosque, temple, priest and expert in Hinduism, and the builder of the first church in Carnation Island. All three are assembled to find out what can be done, what can I do for society, what can I do to the island, what we can do to the society. That is the type of culture we are famous for. That we have to cultivate wherever the state of India we have to cultivate. So friends, I would like to say the very important thing, third thing, first I talk to education value system. Second one, I talk to you the spiritual platform of spirituality. Third one, economic development, social transformation. All these three only make the society. Indian economy is an asset. Definitely, we have got a vision, we have to meet the vision. There are 5 areas. By the year 2020, we should remove poverty from India. That is the economic growth to take place, and we will work on. So far, we discussed 3 types of approach of providing value-based education, religion, platforming spiritual force, and economic development of society transformation, leading the evolution of the enlightened society. These integrated 3 dimensions required the evolution of the society will pave the way for peaceful, prosperous, happy nation, and thereby the world-free extremism and foundation of extremism. In conclusion, friends, I would like to share with you, friends, an experience when I visited Arunachal Pradesh in the year 2003. I visited a Buddhist monastery at Tawang, 3,500 meter altitude. I spent some time here for a day. I observed a unique situation in all the villages nearby where they can experience were all very happy. All the villages were happy. The moms were happy. Everyone was happy in that village. It was a Shakespeare. I was asking myself, what the Buddhist teacher of the law? Then after seeing all the Buddhist monks, I asked him, what do you think about that? Why you are happy? Then he told me the Buddha. Shimon and myself were sitting on the Shimon gave a short discourse, which I would like to share. Shimon said, in the present world, what he said, in the present world we have a problem of distress, unhappiness, lack of pride. The monster is correct, he said. If there is equation, the monster is correct. When you remove unbelief, when you remove unbelief from your mind, you will eliminate ego. If you eliminate ego, act towards fellow human being vanish, act towards fellow human being vanish. If the fact goes out of mind, the violence in thinking, the action will disappear. If violence in our mind taken away, peace and peace our mind, that peace and peace alone are with the kind of equation we do. We must not work. Your body is peaceful, not perfectly. I got hot answer. My self-worth appeared to the country, that's all. And they change monastery, that monastery, mission monastery, in Bali. There I discussed with highly experienced monks on the message of Allah. The monk had a mission monk added that forgiveness is all the foundation of good life. Forgiveness is all the foundation of good life. Similarly, when I mistake, argument, when I participated in the prayer and mass, he has simply told me the ultimate creation, the man has been challenged in another form of creation, Shaitan. Only good things lead to good things. Good thinking results into action, radiating love as commanded by Almighty. The above, as well as my interaction with various other human personalities, convinced the unity of mind is achieved. In my experience, I have seen the Shiva Party, the Krishna Shiva, can become a proper chief Krishna for the human kingdom. The Christian model can be a church for cycling to that. The 100-year-old human saying giving, therefore they use with knowledge, that bringing back to society. I see the evolution of religious religion in different regions. Definitely we can provide leadership for the evolution of civilization harmony for the whole world. Certainly Mandala Orthodox Church is a partner to such a great vision of Christian prosperity in the world. Once again, let me bring all the members of Mandala Orthodox Church on the case of learning function of Satanist education of the establishment of the Catholic, the Mandala Orthodox Church. My best wishes to all the members of the Mandala Orthodox Church, success and vision of promoting global peace and prosperity and